Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul Salazar. It is a beautiful Sunday here in the Hollywood Hills. Today I'm going to show you how I get 4% more than the average agent with a mega open house. All right, I'm going to show you the 10 things I do to get 4% more on the purchase price for my sellers. If you're interested in more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. I'm going to be showing you guys tips for sellers, buyers, agents, and also neighborhood tours every single week on YouTube. So step number one is open house signs. I know that may sound kind of boring, but we like to canvas the entire area with open house signs. So today we're putting around 15 open house signs. I'll put anywhere in between 15 to 20 open house signs, but we have a QR code, the address, and the time for each open house. It's important, if you're a seller watching this, that your agent put the open house signs in locations where you're gonna get a lot of traffic. I always like to open up Google Maps on my phone, and I'll just circle every single intersection where there's a lot of traffic. Obviously, I know the area, so I know where all the traffic is coming from. But I think this is a really important thing to do. A lot of agents don't really go through this process and take it seriously. But having an open house sign with a QR code that directs you right into the property website is really key. So I know this area very well, and I know this intersection right here is perfect because I know this whole area is called Doheny Estates, and there's a ton of cars that come right through here. And the houses up here are anywhere in between, I would say for just teardown value, $6-7 million up to $40-50 million houses. So I'm always gonna put a sign right in front of that because I know people that live here are gonna be coming down here. They may have some family or friends, or they may be leasing out. So I'm gonna put it right here in front of this sign. That's it. So the number two thing you do, and I usually do this, 1 or 2 days before the open house, is I door knock the entire area. I want not only buyers to come, but I want neighbors to come because it makes the open house feel lively and full. And usually the neighbors are really nice and they want to, say nice things about the area. So this is our door knocking flyer here. And it's just basically, telling people, to come and hang out. We're gonna throw an event today. So we have wine, we have food, and we also have live entertainment. All right, so step 3 and 4 of creating a successful open house for my clients is throwing an event. I want people to come here and feel very relaxed. So I like to hire music. Today we have Misha on the piano, and you got that really, really cool view in the background of houses up to, $40-50 million. But we also are serving wine and food. Again, we want people to hang out here and stay and really feel the essence of the house. All right, so number 5 on my list of how to create a great open house to maximize value for my sellers is sending a mass text and voicemail to the neighborhood. This is the Bird Streets. It's the most exclusive part of the Hollywood Hills. So what I do is I basically get a list of all the homeowners in the Bird Streets, and with a system called Vulcan 7 and Sierra, we're able to send a mass text inviting them to the open house. All right, so number 6 and 7 on how to create a great open house is sending out an email blast. It sounds very simple again, but a lot of agents do not do it. We have a list of 15,000 agents, not only here in LA, but Orange County, and we send out a really, really nice email blast. Number 7 is social media ads. Obviously, that's super, super simple, but making sure you do that to get more people here. We have Hilton Hyland, who has over 200,000 followers. They do a post for the open house. We have over 12,000 followers, and so we do it as well. But creating that engagement around the social media is super important, and as well as Google My Business, which is a great platform to add an event for the open house. All right, so one of the most important things is follow-up, right? When you're a salesperson, you have to follow up, and you're gonna get a lot of people through the open house. Sometimes I get up to 150 people through the open house. So what I do is we have everybody sign in through this app called Spacio on the iPad. And on Monday morning, first thing I do is I call every single one of those people that come through the open house. I ask for feedback, and I also ask them if they're gonna make an offer. All right, so one of the top things I do is always have marketing material for every single buyer that walks through the house. What does that mean? I have an MLS set up with all the details in the house, as well as comps in the back, so I can support my asking price. Really important, have comps in the back. We have a floor plan. This is a really tall building, so we have about 6 stories, but we have a floor plan for every single floor, and on the other side, a site plan. So every single buyer that walks through this house is gonna take this with them, and then they can look it over once they get home. All right, don't forget about print advertising. I know I'm very bullish about digital ads, but LA Times is very powerful, especially the Sunday paper. We usually do a full page ad for the mega open house on the LA Times. All right, guys, thanks for watching my top 10 tips on how I maximize value for my sellers. If you guys like this content, make sure you subscribe below, and I'll see you next week.